Good morning, Friday, July 1st, Canada Day. So, it's a holiday. Happy Canada Day to all my Canadian brothers and sisters, and, enjoy. Maybe have a nice cold pop or, take a moose for a ride or something. Um, Also, Monday is July 4th, Independence Day in the U.S. So, happy Independence Day to my American friends. And, today I got about 2 hours outside of town. There's a transport truck heading this way with a load of 47 to 54 Chevy truck stuff. It's all fenders, doors, hoods, grills, running boards, whatever, all that kind of stuff. Whole truckload of tin. So that should be arriving sometime around noonish, I would expect. So when that gets here, I'll show you some of that stuff. If you're into 47 to 54 Chevys, you might find that kind of cool. This stuff's all supposed to be in pretty good shape, so we'll see when it gets here. I've been told stuff like that before, but anyway, we'll see. No cabs. They're coming on a separate load for whatever reason. I still don't know why, but whatever. Anyway, apparently arrangements have been made for the cabs to be on another truck and should be here soon as well. So because I'm just about ready for the donor cab for this truck. So I'd kind of like to get it here, and but anyway, while I'm waiting for that load to show up, I'm going to go ahead and put axle seals in, get the axles in, springs on and all that stuff, and get that rear axle on the truck, on the frame, so that this thing is mobile and rolling. So that's where we want to be. I'm still waiting on some engine parts. So when those engine pieces get here, I'll put out part 3 of the engine build. And so that's where I'm at. New subscribers, thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Tell your buddies, tell your chums. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So let's just get to it, man. Okay, so axle seal, brand new. I'm going to put a little bit of lube here. There we go. Let's get it in place. There. Let's take a big socket. Yeah, you can tell by the sound when it's all the way. Yeah, she's good. There we go. Ready to put the axles in. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's a new axle seal in place, and both sides. And I've already loaded up the new brakes onto the axles, both of them. And there is a left and a right. And how you tell them apart, you know that the brake cylinder is at the top of the drum, and you know that the emergency brake cable is going to come in from the front of the truck. So, this is that side, and that one is that side. So, I've done it before where I mixed them up and then realized, hey, dumbass, your emergency brake cable is coming from the back. That's no good. So, just pay attention and before you start slapping things together. Okay, so the truck has just pulled in. These trucks are not mine. They're going to Prince Edward Island, I believe. But each of these trucks is loaded with stuff for me. So we're just going to be hand bombing this stuff off, and I'll go over it after. This is Ian from Wolf Train Services. He's brought me stuff before, and so we're going to be hand bombing this stuff. It's going to be a bit of a chore, but we'll get to it. Okay, so it took about 2.5 hours to unload. Not 2 hours. Ended up getting a buddy of mine to come over, and then a couple more to get the box off. But it's all unloaded, and you know, then it took another hour and a half for me to stop sweating. Man, oh man. So yeah, it was a workout. So I'm gonna grab the camera real quick and show you all the stuff that we got. So let's do that. So there's the box. Actually, it's not bad at all. There's one spot right here. It's going to need a patch, but all the braces are pretty good. This side here is nice. No tailgate, but you know, we'll have to get one. That's all. So it's a little dinged up, but other than that one little spot, not bad at all. So, and over here, it's like Doors R Us. Now, you know, this one's pretty crusty, but you know, all the garnish moldings, all the window regulators, the hinges and all that stuff, all the door handle and latch stuff, that's all there. This one here is really nice, and this one here is really nice too. And we've got garnish moldings and stainless on some of these things. So like, you know, this door's finished, but it's got the stainless molding and the stainless garnish molding on the inside as well. And this door here has got a ding right here where around the handle, but it's not rusted. So, you know, I'm going to pick the best two. It's looking like either this one and this one. Nope, they're the same size or same side. So this one and probably that one are the two best doors. Most complete. One's, let's see, one's got vent windows and one does not. Okay, well, I'll have to mix and match. And for some reason I got 7 doors. Like, they usually come in pairs, right? Decent grill, you know, paint quality, paint grade. But the signal light lenses and everything, running lights are in it. It's pretty decent shape. The hood, this one here is banged up in the front corner and a little bit down there. Other than that, it's pretty good. This one here is banged up in the corner, and that's it on this one. And I think the hood that's it came with the truck, the one over there sitting on my coupe, it might be the best one. Fenders, front and rear. This one here is a really nice fender. It's got a little ding here, but that's it. One there. No rust out though. So probably one of these, this one, and maybe this one here. This is a really nice fender as well. You know, we'll fill in the hole from the aftermarket signal light. There's one little spot right here. Needs to be patched. But other than that, I mean, there's, you know, all these fenders have dings and dents, but for the most part, they're not all rusted out. So, you know, like I said, I'm going to mix and match until I get the pairs of the right stuff for the project, and then the rest I'm going to match up with cabs when they get here and put them up for sale. So I've got 2 full sets of running boards. I'll pick out the 2 best. And rear fenders, this one's pretty good. That one's pretty good, but I don't like the spare tire well. So, you know, as far as rear fenders go, I've only got, geez, I only got the 3. Huh, okay. So, yeah, I'll have to figure that out. But 2 sets of running boards, 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of front fenders, 2 hoods, 2 grills. This one here is a little beat to hell. I don't think you can use it for much. Maybe just mock up for a truck to sell. And I'm definitely going to end up with 2 really good doors. So that's a plus right there. So that's all the stuff. So, you know, now I got to put all this shit away. Where? I don't know, but I got to get it hidden before the neighbors freak out. Okay, so it's Friday night. I put all that junk away. It was a job, you know, and it was pretty warm today. I got some sun. Then I got back on this rear end, and I'd put my axles in position, and I turned them, and nothing happened. The center section wasn't engaging for whatever reason. So I pulled the center section out. I did manage to save the gasket, so that's good. So I pulled that out, and I used these axles because they had good bearings, but they're too short. This space here is supposed to be 3 inch and 1/8. This is 3 1/8. So I've got to use the other axles because they're an inch longer each, which will get me my desired inch and 1/8. The problem with those axles, these are them here, is the bearings are shot. So I've got to change bearings. I was hoping to avoid that, but you know, axles that don't reach are no good. But even with the center section out, you know, I put the axles in all the way, and still nothing happens. So I'm not sure exactly what's wrong, but I guess it needs a rebuild or something. But I have this one. This is also a 325 to 1 gear. I know that because if you can see that's your pinion gear down there. This is your ring gear. You see I put a mark white paint. So that was so I could count the teeth. So I rotated it, counted all these teeth. I also put a white mark on one of the pinion gears teeth, and so I counted the teeth on both gears, and then you divide them. So this one here had 39 teeth. That one's got 12. 12 into 39 is 3.25 to 1 ratio. So good gear ratio. I put the axles in that, and everything turns. So I know this one's good. So it's going to be changing bearings. Pretty much you cut them off. And then I'll either have to bring them in, get them pressed on, or figure something out. But getting them pressed on is probably the easiest way. And yeah, so held up again. But you know, that's what happens. You know, I had made the assumption here, and never assume. I should know better. Because I got all these parts from the same guy in one load. So I assumed that all these parts went together. Well, they do not. So, yeah, it is what it is. But at least I have the stuff here to do it. I have the bearings. So we'll just have to get after that and get her done. But it's getting on 9 o'clock Friday night, Canada Day. And the hell with it. I'm going to have a beer. So, yeah, we'll get back at this tomorrow. So it turns out I'm an idiot. I don't have axles that'll fit this thing. I dicked around different ones. Nothing worked out right. So everything I did on this thing was pretty much a waste of time unless I get new axles. So I went to my stash and I pulled out a different housing and got this one, put the axles in, and there's my inch and 1/8 space that I need. And this one here has been, you know, had the grinder taken to it and it's cleaned up. I think I just grabbed the wrong damn housing right from the get-go. So now I've got all the pieces that I need, but I've got to prep this one like I did the other one. In other words, I got to cut these off, move them outward, and re-weld them, fit everything, and you know, axle seals and all those things I did with the other one. So anyhow, it is what it is. It's part of building hot rods, I guess. But you know, I should have done these measurements right from the get-go. Like, what an idiot. But anyway, I'm not going to bother filming doing all this stuff because I already did it. And you know, there's a video out on this stuff already. So it's the same deal as what I did with the one that's already painted. So there we go. So I've got my center section that I know is good. axles. I do have axle seals that fit, I believe, in here. So yeah, and I've got bearings and all that stuff too. So I'm good to go. I got everything I need. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And yeah, that's it. Okay, like I said, I'm not gonna show all the cutting and welding and stuff because I did it in the previous video, and it's the same thing. But these things here are kind of ugly. They're homemade. I don't like the look of them at all. So I'm going to, I'll cut the factory ones off the other diff, the one that I painted, and use those at the proper location. But I'm going to be cutting these off with my, my spinning wheel of death. This thing almost killed me last week. But, because they call me Mr. Safety, he said, shaking his head, no. I got an old welding helmet. This one didn't work anymore, and I just put a clear lens in it. And I think I'm going to wear this now when I'm cutting with that death machine. So that way I don't get my throat slit, and I'll be able to finish the truck. So that's where I'm at, and yeah, just going to get after it. Well, there you go. That's what happens when you don't measure first. What a dummy. I remember back now, when I first got all those pieces of the rear end, I'd cleaned up the axle housing right away. And that's the second one that I took out. So I just grabbed the wrong one. Because all the pieces were together, and the second axle housing was off to the side. I just made the assumption that those are the pieces that all belong together, and I was wrong. So now I'm paying the price. But hey, crap happens, and we'll deal with it. As far as that, talking about the spinning wheel of death, I'm going to try and show you what I got here. I don't know if that came out or not, but that's the gash. It's a pretty good gash. So, a couple inches lower. I might not be talking to you right now. So, yeah, I'm going to use that helmet, the old welding helmet. I think it'll be a good idea. What else? Yeah, I'm just going to carry on. I'm going to get it all together and painted, and I may show the install down the road. But I really want to get this chassis rolling so I can move things around. It just frees up space and stuff for me, and it's what I need to get done. Yeah, so I'm waiting on some engine bits, valve springs and some other stuff. It being a holiday weekend down south of the border, it'll probably take an extra few days to get here. That's the way it is. You shipping and getting parts in is a pain in the butt, especially since most of the stuff I end up ordering from the US, so it takes that much longer. Yeah, new subscribers, thanks again. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Like the page and all those good things. Tell your buddies, tell your chums, and don't be afraid to leave comments below. I enjoy reading the comments, and if you don't do anything else, get out in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.